software that has earned the trust of more than 5 million people. Try FreshBooks free for 30 days. Visit getfreshbooks.com and enter the Dave Ramsey Show in the How Did You Hear About Us section. It's the Dave Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. This is your show, America. Thank you for joining us. Open phones at 888-825-5225. That's 888-825-5225. Jimmy starts off this hour in Lexington. Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Better than I deserve, sir. How can I help?
I had a question about real estate investing. I own a couple of mobile home parks, and I try to do what you say, save up enough money and buy the next property. My question is with the mobile homes, I feel like I get a higher rate of return on investment. I know I don't get the appreciation of the property.
Yeah, they're cash cows, man. It's an excuse to print money.
Yeah. But I know I don't get the appreciation that you would in a stick-built home. So, which is the best way to go and why?
Well, a mobile home park, again, they're one of the largest producers of monthly cash that you can get into. And they should be, because that needs to offset the fact you're not getting the appreciation except for the dirt under them. I mean, the actual ground itself is going up in value. And you've got to replace them ever so often as they deteriorate, and so you've got some capital reinvestment as you go along, but you do with any property to put a roof on an apartment or recarpet or something like that. So you're always, we real estate guys are always pouring money into real estate. It's part of the equation if you're going to keep them maximized and so forth. So here's the way you can look at it, and you can get very sophisticated, or you can kind of just use a